MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Boston Red Sox.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
David Price is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Thanks, Matty. David Price, former AL Cy Young Award winner. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Curveball and a slider. One of the things he does well, commands the strike zone, throws a lot of strikes.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Anthony Rizzo.
Now the first pitch here from Price. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Price ready with the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1.
That's a ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bryant is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport. Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Here's George Springer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Behind 0-2 now. Rizzo at second. Bryant at first with no outs. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here's Javier Baez. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
The 1-0 delivery. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Runners are at first and third with none out. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Addison Russell is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. 1-0 delivery. 1-1 the count now. Runners are at first and third, one away. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 home is low and outside for a ball.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Here's Price on 3-1. There's ball 4.
Wow, he's looking awfully shaky to start this game, guys. That's 3 hits and a walk, and there's no doubt that he's fighting himself right now. See if he can get this train back on the rails here.
Coming to the plate now, Ben Zobrist. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Here comes the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Hits this one hard the other way. And that is into right field. A base hit. And that'll bring home run number 3. It's now a 3-0 cushion.
Batting 8, catcher, Victor Caratini.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
A 1-0 delivery. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
Three and 0 now. Albert Almora, who'll be the 9th man to bat in the inning, barring a double play, waits on deck. 3 runs already home here. taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Batting ninth, center fielder number 5.
Striding in, Albert Almora. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Ball 2 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he misses again, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Dan, from a pitcher standpoint, that's a backbreaker. 2 out, 2 RBI base hit right there.
Awfully frustrating. You're trying to make some good pitches. You get 2 outs, and all of a sudden you give up that big base hit that drives in 2. Frustrating for a pitcher.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. This, of course, his second appearance in the inning as they've now batted around. The 0-1 on its way. And a changeup right down the middle.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Almora, the runner at first with 2 gone. Another 0-2 home. And the changeup is way low that time.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. This is the guy you want at the plate when the game is on the line. He thrives in these situations. It's almost like he goes to bed and says, I can't wait to play because the game is going to come down to me and I'm going to make something happen. He thrives on performing in the big moments.
Yu Darvish will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, not a very good start in his last one, Matt. Only 4 innings, so he did get a no decision. But he's a much better pitcher than that, and I know that they're expecting more than 4 innings, hopefully a win, too, out of this guy in this one.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Now at the plate, Rafael Devers, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right side. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting third, left fielder.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 2-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. Digging in, Chris Bryant. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 1-1 from Price.
Nope.
2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, George Springer, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The 1-0 home. Is a fastball that misses.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 the count.
1 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Fastball that just misses inside.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Javier Baez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Seared down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 from Price. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now to the plate, Jose Abreu. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Two and 1 to the Red Sox first baseman. The 2-1 home. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Count remains 2-2. Now another 2-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he sent down via the strikeout.
In now, Mitch Moreland, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here comes the 1-0. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Here's Addison Russell. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Now the pitch. Now had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. The next 3-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The payoff pitch one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Now in the box, Wilson Contreras looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue. At least one more batter.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Standing in now, Victor Caratini. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Caratini, a native of Puerto Rico. This is his second year as a major leaguer. On its way is pitch number 75. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Two and two to the Cubs catcher. High in the air down the right field line. Moving under it, Benintendi. And that's the third out. Cubs strand one, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Digging in, Eduardo Nunez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. So 1-1 to 1-2 now. There's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
So striding in, Francisco Cervelli. A throw behind the runner at second, just keeping him close. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Nunez leads off second with nobody out.
Ball.
2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. Hit sharply on the ground. And there's one away.
Batting ninth.
Settling in now, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Bradley Jr.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Baez has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Darvish pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. Men on third with 2 down. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Red Sox leave 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Now batting, Albert Almora.
Leading out for the Cubs, center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a strike. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Bryce ready with the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Here it comes on 0-2. And that one just missed outside. Sliced hard, but foul to the left. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Popped him up. Devers on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris.
Standing in, Chris Bryant. He singled and later scored back in the first, making him 1 for 2 so far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
6 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Two and 2 the count. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
This is one park in the league that sees a lot of triples because of the way it's designed, and he adds another one heading to third for the 3-bagger.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to come get his starter here. So that'll be all this evening for David Price. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Stephen Wright answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Right.
Here's George Springer, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit to short. Bogarts has it. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Leading off the inning, Rafael Devers. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Drilled on the ground to short. Russell has it. And that's the first out.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder,
Here's J.D. Martinez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's set and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Comes set and the 0-1. Hit hard down the line. But this will get foul for strike two. Bases are empty, one man out. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. That's 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Too high. And it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
.30 pitch. And this one misses inside. A ball, he walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping into the box, Xander Bogaerts. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
The 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
The 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Ready with another 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
That have reached base via the base on ball.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Striding forward now is the DH, Mitch Moreland. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Outside, that's
a fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Three and 0 now. Eduardo Nunez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Set. Here's the 3-1. A swing by Moreland and a ball soaring to right field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Yeah, they have everything to lose in this game, but it's obvious they have zero quitting them. They're going to battle until the last out, and with that homer, they're that much closer to prolonging this series.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Eduardo Nunez.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The 1-0 home. Swing and a little tapper. Tough slider down low for a strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We played 4. It's the Cubs 6 and the Red Sox 3. So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. One away. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. Here's Addison Russell. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Benintendi is right there as he takes it for the second out. Here's Ben Zobrist now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. First pitch on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the run is Benintendi. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
From the stretch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Here comes another 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Bradley, or JBJ as the initials read. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. The 1-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Waiting on it is Almora. 2 down.
Now batting,
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you've got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
Breaking ball he might throw 2 or 3 times a game. You are sitting knuckleball and letting the chips fall where they may.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Contreras over at second. Caratini on at first with nobody out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Popped him up. Coming in is Benintendi. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home.
Wow, he must be living right, because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Anthony Rizzo. His career numbers against Stephen Wright, he's a .333 hitter. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knuckleball bobbing and weaving right over the outside corner.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch. And the run is in to score from third.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's Chris Bryant now. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Bryant to the opposite field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. His first homer so far in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game. And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well. Into the box now, George Springer. And he takes ball 1.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And it's off the green monster. And he will beat the throw into second as he slides in safely with a 1-out double. Man, I thought for sure we were going to see back-to-back jacks right there.
Well, when you serve up pitches like that, Matty, you know these hitters are going to put some good swings on them. And that's what happens here as he blasts this thing. The last 2 hitters have really set the stage.
Yeah, so now we'll see if the next guy can keep this train rolling. Here's Javier Baez as you'll watch a knuckleball that finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Looking up is Bradley. It bangs off the billboard and it's out of here. Two runs on the board after the home run by Javi Baez. His first homer here in the series as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, you can get some cheap home runs in Fenway down the right field line, but when you hit it deep over the monster in left center, there's nothing cheap about that. He earned that trip around the bases and should enjoy it.
In now, Addison Russell.
Addison.
As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a knuckleball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Gotta believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
1 out, nobody on. Hey. 2-2 now. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Bogarts takes it in. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs are on top 12-3. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. One 1-0 pitch on the way. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
At the plate, J.D. Martinez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses inside, 1-0.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Almora will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping up now, Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu.
First pitch on its way. Coming over for this is Springer, but he won't have a play. It's a foul ball. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a line drive. But this is going to get foul. Devers leads off first with one away. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So his final ledger will show just 5 2/3 innings of work, but he did what he needed to do in this one. Anthony Bass takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 45, Anthony Bass.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Red Sox. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Carson Smith enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Carson Smith.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one.
And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
Nope.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
The 2-0 on the way. Popped him up. Devers in foul ground. Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike one. The 2-1 home. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now Gracious, just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Albert Almora is at the plate as he watches ball one. None out, runners at first and second. Popped high in the air. Abreu has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. From the stretch. Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Contreras on second. Caratini is over at first with one away. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Ready to take his hacks again, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And he did hit a knuckleball out in his last at-bat, and that's not an easy pitch to hit out. Sometimes that knuckleball has a mind of its own. It darts in, it darts up, it darts down and away. This guy can handle a knuckleball.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. drilled right back up the middle. He's got it, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. We'll see the left-handed bat of Mitch Moreland lead things off when we return. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. Cubs lead it 12-3. Coming to the plate now, Mitch Moreland. He had that big 3-run homer in his last appearance.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Here's a strike. Bass, the former Ranger, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come offseason.
High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Almora.
1 out. Stepping in, Eduardo Nunez. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Zobrist is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Two out, nobody on. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. 2-2 now with 2 away.